If you're a celeb, no way. If you have nothing to offer in terms of skills, talent, and professionalism, if you like sleep with 1,000 people, it changes nothing. You can keep your dignity by not doing that. But again, it's a choice. Like scriptures say, wide is the road that leads towards destruction, and narrow is the road that leads to life. So, make your choice. I can only show you the door, but you're the one that has to walk through it. My younger brother, Edochie, is incredible. Sometimes I lack the words to describe him. But at times I even tell myself, what this guy does, are you sure you can do? Anyway, I like to joke over that. But like, we have this beautiful working relationship. We learn from one another. Now remember, you is the one that studied theater arts and acting and directing major in school. So there are things that I don't know, but I still consult with him. I'm an avid reader. I read a lot. I try to do a whole lot of research, but sometimes I get first-hand knowledge from him and I apply it. And there's something I like about you. You respects people a lot, but when he's on set and he's directing, he doesn't believe that if you're a celebrity actor, you know it all. No. If you're missing something, politely, he will tell you, do it this way, do it this way. Because already he has a mental picture of something super fantastic that he wants to achieve. If he's not seeing it, nah. I shot a film with him last year, and despite what I thought I knew, I said, I'll go. I don't want it this way. I want it like this. There's a picture I'm trying to create. I was keeping some kind of hairstyle. I said, no, change the hairstyle. This is what I need you to look like. Because you're not going to look like this with the other hairstyle. Man, I had to make a beeline to the barber shop and brought down the hair. It didn't quite look like what he wanted, but it was acceptable. And I was ready to roll. And at the end of the day, I learned some new things from him. So we've always worked like this. He's of course a lot busier, but anytime we have an opportunity to be on the same set, I get to learn from him. He also picks one or two things from me and all of that. Then we'll get to crack jokes, over the whole thing, and we'll move on. Yes. The first time my brother Yul and I got together to, work on a film, he was directing me for the first time. I wrote the script. That is an Adam movie. Then my father was there, Larry Cole Sweat, Desmond Elliott, and Kiru Silvanos. I didn't have a problem with that. I mean, come on, he studied that in school. So I've always had my confidence in him. My initial worry, put it that way, was let this film come out the way it ought to. I mean, we were like first timers. He was a first time director, for her. I was already writing, acting. He was also acting. But like, when you're directing a film for the first time, it's a different thing altogether. Then he exhibited certain attitudes that further confirmed or somehow solidified my confidence in him. There were scenes where he insisted that he didn't want my father to wear his proverbial red cap. There was nothing he could do about that. My father looked at him. He wasn't seeing his son, his last son, for that matter. He was seeing a director. And when he thought it wasn't going to happen, father quietly removed the cap. And Uncle Larry was like, are you kidding me? He said, no. This is what the director wants, whether he's my son or not. You see, you must understand something. There's a picture he's trying to create. Uncle Larry himself was expecting to probably wear something, but he was like a retired MI5 detective in the story. He said he wants a trench coat and he didn't want a cigar. He wanted a pipe. Because he was trying to reconstruct a guy that probably looked like Sherlock Holmes and the Hound of the Baskervilles and all that. So at the end of the day, he got the picture. And that was it. And when that particular shoot ended, my father called you, my brother, said, I'm proud of you. He said there are very few directors that can do this. Not because he was super celebrated at the time, but You know what you want and you are going for it. And that has been his trademark since then. But a number of people he directed in Asab and they were like, man, this guy is mean. But when they came to realize that it wasn't about meanness, there's a picture that he's looking for. If it doesn't quite fit what he has in his head, he will do 20 takes of it till you get it. But once it comes out that way, fantastic. So the journey started long ago. Today, you can see where he took off from. So I'm not surprised. And he's still even going higher and higher.